it lives. Hello and good evening. So yeah, unlike what I was doing on here last night, tonight I'm actually going to be doing more story stuff. Makes makes life a little bit easier, more or less. Plus it means I'm not doing the same stuff like 2 nights on a run.
Oh fuck, don't write email.
So yeah. You can still see I've still got all of this part to do in terms of like stuff I haven't picked up. It's like I could go and do that stuff, but I'll do mostly just story stuff tonight. For those who haven't seen already, this is basically the stuff I have done. So you can kind of see it's pretty much most of the main stuff is all kind of ticked off. There'll still be like bits and pieces in there, but for the most part it'll all be good and okay. You'll find like there's the odd bit that you can't get to at certain times, like for example this one right here. You can't get to that through normal means. As in, it's like, I could quick travel to here and come across, but you wouldn't actually be able to get to that. You basically hit an invisible wall. Plus, these ones tend to be slightly higher level. So I'll be leaving those for a little while as well. And then this gives you stuff around literally just this area. So I'll be doing that at a later date. Finado story. We'll leave Roach where he is. We can just have a little run through here.
How are we to fight a pestilence that changes form? No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you by the others of your species. No, I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please! Oh, Doppler!
Yeah.
Sure hope Duke
Extra
hasn't the same
crispy.
fate.
Doppler. Why the stench is entirely different. Not human Doppler.
It's a ring.
Triss. It's like a witch with muscle. Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
We're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all of that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
Miss Menger.
Temple Guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitch's shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the Temple Guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know her back.
The pop into that guy then.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Scum, 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 scum. Alright, got to find all the people. I think when I last did this, I think I just grabbed some beggars. The thieves are a bit rougher to track. They're a little bit more unforgiving.
Deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
It's gotten so I'm afraid to see the surgeon. Now? Never know when they'll accuse him.
Oh, as he drinks leave the before she retires.
Discretionary
Not milk, but blood from a sorcerer's skull. And it's a sorcerer's blood. Yes, yes. Oh, fuck, I'm not afraid of you. Expect me to believe that? Huh?
Fall upon your knees before the eternal fire!
Truth is, we're already dependent on economically.
Oh yeah. I did say I'd show this place when we actually got to here. So from
No lollygagging.
yesterday's stream,
Well, well.
this is
Look
the
who's
guy I was
here.
talking about.
The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Behave, Witcher.
There we go. Lovely. So all the coin and stuff I had collected, the many piles of it, it gave me just over 1,000 of actual usable coin, which isn't bad. It gives me, I'll say, for this at this point in the game, it's not too shabby. Now, all that being said, I do need to find a vendor.
How can I be of
Yeah, he still only has this to
Till
find.
next time.
Just making sure. Let's have a look. Bum-ba-dum. That's the shopkeeper up in the corner. I think he gives a mission. I'm sure he does. There's a fella here who's a bookkeeper. I'm sure there's a book you can pick up from this fella.
What's he doing here?
It can't be. Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
Alright, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got.
So let's see what he's actually got. Doodly-doo. Most of these would just end up being bestiary items and stuff like that. I'm just checking, just to make sure there's nothing really useful in his collection. They're pretty damn cheap things to get anyway. So yeah, these few I've already picked up elsewhere. Just grab this.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Now, if memory serves, it'll be upstairs somewhere.
The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study. My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
What's he doing here?
So yeah, most of these things just add a extra little bit of detail into your bestiary. So it makes you know, killing all the various beasties a little bit easier. I need... It's on the other square, the other side. Ruh-roh. Let's mark that. And let's pop that back on. Actually, we'll grab some beggars in a sec.
It's everywhere. I see it all around.
Oi, Grey Knight. Need a squire?
Hey, beauty. This is the trouble.
So yeah, I could pick up all these additional bits and pieces from the notice boards, but as I'm kind of sticking at least mainly to the story, for this evening anyway, I won't bother. Oh, you're so dead.
Never learn.
Grabbing some more crowns. Anything else useful on these? Empty bottle? Not really. Yeah, you're no fun. Wow, Roach decided just to run half a mile away from me. Doesn't matter, the thing's just up here. I think it's inside. Oh, maybe the entrance is around the other side on the square. Probably. That would make sense.
And
Whoop.
you fix it for you.
No. Sit all comfortable.
Ah, he also has a quest, but meh.
And with a warranty.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though. All supplies go through Ernst Van Horn. And they say he plays cards with Cleaver. Frequently.
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... would you be willing to help me?
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Take it he's important in the underworld too.
Yes. What's more, he's on piss-poor terms with Cleaver, who backs Van Horn. It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Right, we'll go back to that. Can I actually... oh no, he's locked that now. I was gonna say, could I actually still use him as a vendor? I need... here's why I'm running around like a headless chicken. I need someone who will actually buy my swords and things off me. At the minute they're just taking up space. They are actually doing bugger all.
Oh, that's piss.
Ah! It's the vendor at the front of this place. Need to go here anyway. We'll come back to that. Let me actually put on this mission. They'll end up bringing me to here. The mission actually continues inside there. But I'm gonna be you know, we'll do it properly. It's adding like 5 minutes to my play session, but hey ho. I have the time.
Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters this.
Arms for the poor.
You lame?
No chance. Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There. See me waving them? Looky here. Just look. My mind, thorough addled.
I gotta find the place they call the Putrid Grove.
I know it but won't say. I know it but won't say.
Why not?
Not allowed to say. I would tell you though, if you didn't push, weren't so insistent. If you like, come again. Might tell you then.
Guess your mind truly is addled.
Didn't I say so?
Oh man. I love how they do stuff like that. They just put like proper weird characters in there. No. It reckons that this would be an area for a thief.
Heathen.
But looking at their tags, because you know that's totally a thing that you can do normally and not just in a game. They
model behavior scam.
yeah, they all do seem to be behaving themselves.
Just got to adjust the good position where they toss the leftovers.
Aid a veteran of the struggle against the Black once.
Where do you fight?
Angering early on. In Sedaris last, along the banks of the Pontar. So, help me out?
I'm looking for the Putrid Grove. Need you to help me find it.
Don't know naught about no grove, putrid or other. Don't generally care much for orchardry.
This is urgent.
Leave me be, I don't know.
Stubborn lot they are.
Mug like that won't get you a copper. Look kindly on a wretched soul. Aid one who last saw nourishment 3 days past.
All right, give you a crown.
Crown's enough, my lord, when your gut's so empty it's stuck flat to your spine.
Could give you more, on one condition. You tell me where you drop your takings for the day.
I drop 'em with me lady. Serious trouble if I didn't.
Go on lying like that and you won't get a thing.
I swear it. Honest as a child I am, my lord.
I know you pay tribute to the King of Beggars. Don't have a choice.
Far as I'm concerned, the King of Beggars can stick his crown up his arse, then shove it even deeper with his sceptre. Bugger won't get a broken copper from me.
You're either pretty damn brave or just plain stupid.
What's he gonna do? Break me legs? Let him. Me taking's double as a cripple.
From what I hear, they'd break your legs just to start.
Some coin for me future widow, then?
You didn't tell me anything.
I don't know nothing. On your way. I've no use for you.
Oh man. Let's dart back into the square here. Yeah. We may just have to see if we can get lucky with one of the thieves, but it's a bit of a pain to try and track them at this time of night.
Novigrad, capital of the world. Such a pattern.
Ah, it's you again. Another chat, same as the first. My mind's thorough addled, but the rest of me's fit as a fiddle.
So, like I said, I'm looking for the Putrid Grove.
Second time round, your wish is my command. It's that away. There.
That away? Meaning where?
In Lace Halls. There's this alley, past the gate. Not at all putrid and not a grove. Fools call it that, but I know better.
And anyone can go there?
Of course. Unless he forgets to say, the old sow's farrowed piglets. Might not let you in then, but that's easy enough to say. Listen, the old sow's farrowed piglets. See?
Thanks for your help.
That's the thing with some of this stuff, it doesn't always flag.
I was a war veteran. Spare me a crown.
But it's nice when it all behaves itself.
There must be order.
So yeah, you can see where my flag was from before.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
He may be addled, but he had the right password. We're in. That was a nice lighting effect. We're coming in here just as the sun's rising up. So it's just starting to come over the top of the houses here. Now, this vendor's inside here.
It wasn't supposed to rain.
Da-da-da-da. Hopefully, I can sell me swords and stuff.
What are you offering?
He ain't got much cash on him now, has he? These aren't the cheapest swords in the world either. Ruh-roh. I may just have to sell what I can and come back. Wow, even these ones are too expensive for him. Well, do I need any of these? I'll nab a bit of that. Useful that is. Right. Bum, bum, bum. Aha! Better. Yeah, you tend to start burning through dwarven spirit and stuff. When you start crafting bombs and stuff, you can go through that stuff at a rate of knots.
See you.
It's sunny, but it's still raining. Lovely place.
Picked him as rain.
Good. Normal.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold
the rain stopped.
very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
With difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Oh, lovely. Going in the sewers.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes 3 things: Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elf... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Oh dear. Right, time to go hunting. So yeah, I can't remember exactly which one of these it is, but we might as well dive on down, see what's what.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
The eternal choice. Whether to go for Triss or Yennefer. My other playthrough I did, I showed the save briefly last night on the stream, but on that one I tried to do the cheeky pick at all three of them.
Sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't
I won't be
expect
doing
you
that
to
on this
bring
one, though.
company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices. and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
So it's not down on this bit. Must be up here. Yup.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
Alright. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
'Tis but a scratch.
Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
We all lie sometimes, but lying to yourself is running away, whereas there's really nowhere to run.
Sometimes you have to escape just to forget. Your friend might have dwelled on his lost legs, but it's not like by grieving he could have grown another pair. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me, and trapped like a child. If not for you,
Deary me.
we need to find Brandon.
Oh yeah. He got wedged in the grate a bit there.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. We should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, De Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All right. See you later.
Oh boy, that's not going to resolve itself anytime soon. Am I... I've just picked up a buttload of swords. That's the fellow who's gone, I think. Let's have a look. Is there somebody here I can sell these to? Yeah, there is. Right. Any of these any good? No. We get to sell them for a fortune. Hello, fella.
Need something sharpened? Reforged?
What do you have on offer?
Well, he's actually got a quite nice, but admittedly generic longsword. He's got quite a few of these. I may nab these. It'll cost a bit, but the thing of it is, I'll get it back with selling the swords and stuff. Wow, expensive! Oh, that gives me a good price for that, actually. Not so much for these, but they're only minor swords, really. I could probably sell one or two of these as well. Some of the decent ones actually sell for a decent chunk of change. Does he have anything else of use? Ooh. Oh, he's got some nice, nice bomb items as well. Ah well, I had some extra cash over from trading that stuff a while back. Let's see. Wow, some of these have seen better days. Hello there, Valentino.
So long.
Ah, I've actually got all the stuff I need for these. That is useful for later. I'll craft that as I can. And ooh, all the shinies. Bum. Don't need any of this stuff. Don't need any of the oils. I haven't had need to use cats yet, but I'll use it as I had it as a craftable. So yeah, you've missed a little bit, dude. I'm up to level 22 now on this one. I've actually skipped a bit just so I can play through to the story stuff this evening. So I'm actually in the big city now. You can actually see there's one or two bits at the very top here that I left. Normally speaking, I'd actually go through around here, travel across, and then take these last few bits before coming into the city. But I basically just bypass that. So yeah, this is all cleaned through. There's only this one that you can't actually access yet, but that's mainly because of where that's located. But that'll be one of those sort of things that I can open up at a later time. Kind of similar to where this space is here. But yeah, for the most part it's all cleaned through now. But yeah, I kind of figured I'd do a little bit more story stuff this evening, rather than just do outright like gathering and opening up areas and stuff. There's only so much of wandering around in in the country I can do before I need to do something else to kind of change what I'm doing. Give yourself a little bit of a change of pace in the game. That's the good thing. I mean, they won't go anywhere. It'll just be a case of... Oh, she's inside here. You have to go around. So yeah, going through... For like anything like that, where it's like just unlockable stuff in the world. Anything like that, I can always just go back to. I won't get quite as much XP for it, but I'm so far ahead XP wise, it's a bit stupid. I mean, even these main quest lines, these are still only level 7 quests, so it's like I'm so far ahead.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Kareen Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Kareen is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. The truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Markets, economically.
She'll be upstairs.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Actually, have I got... I have got torches out. Actually using torches now that I have a fair few available.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Way to the next room's blocked.
He does so like keeping the torch out once you have it as an active item, even if it doesn't actually serve much in a way of practical use. But say in this sort of lighting without it, it's so much harder to see stuff. Alright.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
So yeah, it's not completely black, but you can kind of see the level of light without it. It's well worth having the torches at night.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it.
Yeah, you don't, you can get away with it a little bit more when you're outside. Just because you get, like, moonlight and stuff still.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it. Boo!
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
I think Geralt needs a shave, really. He's looking a little bit rough around the edges here. What's behind the wall? Hello, what have we here? Oh. Oh, only hunting trousers, what a letdown. Interesting dead end. Rusty hammers. Well, it's a touch disappointing. I was hoping for a little bit more, to be honest with you. You know, you blow a hole in someone's wall, you kind of expect to, I don't know, get something out of it at least, surely. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
I wonder why it's that particular set of stairs that he, for lack of a better phrase, gets caught up on.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well, it shan't put me in the poorhouse. The second sword, is it in case...
Geralt's got enough of the beard where he's actually getting it blown a bit in the wind. Right. There should be Although it doesn't look like I've come across it yet. There is a chap around here somewhere that will give you a nice cut. But where to find it? Ah well. If I happen to come across it, I can nab it. Hey, evening revenues. It sort of works. It's still a little bit temperamental. Believe it or not, my lovely high bitrate stuff is a little bit mean on YouTube's re-encoding. I had to do a lot of tests. Basically, it's how fast I can send the stuff to be re-encoded to YouTube and then to re-ping it back up. So I can still do really, really high quality stuff like this, but not quite flawlessly, so to speak. But I mean, it still looks pretty damn nice, so I can't really complain. Where am I going? Around here. Alright. But yeah, it's not exactly like what I'd class as 100% lossless, but between me sending it to YouTube and them re-encoding it and then putting it up at the bitrate that I set it to, it's pretty much an impossibility to do it live. They can do it off a pre-recorded, but they can't quite do it live. You actually need a little bit of a higher overhead to do it and get away with it.
Winds howling.
So weirdly, I'd actually need an even faster connection to YouTube to be able to get like a 12 meg up ping to them. Like, I can do it, but it's not particularly stable right now.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
Double chase.
But yeah, YouTube have actually been, like, by comparison, like different levels of service sort of stuff. I spent pretty much all of last week going through every single piece of encoding stuff with YouTube, or more specifically YouTube support team, and that's kind of basically where we got to the bottom of it all. I mean, they were absolutely awesome, like figuring everything out with me. Oh, these guys are upstairs. I remember this place. So yeah, we can't get exactly super duper top of the range bit rates, but we're not far off.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. I accepted a job once. and did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there, didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own, but the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then, but already I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
No one in legend transforms into prophecy when it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else.
I would be talking some more, but I don't want to actually talk over the various voiceover stuff here. I'd rather just let it play through.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
That seating animation on her wasn't too clean.
I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion? They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Oh, some things never change. I just need to go in very quickly and just check on my dog. So I shall be right back. Okay. Hopefully I might actually spot where the barber's is. There is one somewhere in the city. Though if you asked me to tell you exactly where it was, I couldn't tell you, unfortunately. But it's, you know, it's around somewhere.
Help some fellas out, master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
'Cause we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witchers earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's a witcher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well, how long we been drinking now?
2 days. Well said, master. Home we will go.
Drinking solid for 2 days, as you do.
Ooh, Wolfie.
I forgot he gets called Wolfie by them. Oh, dearie me.
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
He sounds like he's a bit rough. Alright. Let's
Faster.
Let's go find Dandelion. We'll end up coming back around to do other stuff. Like there's still basically this is like a continuing chain. You can leave Novigrad if you actually go and start this, but I've still got that much stuff to do. Still got, you know, side quests, couple of contracts, all the treasure hunts you can shake your fist at. Viat to complete. Some of them are doing better than others. Like I've actually almost got all the Griffin stuff, so I'd actually be able to upgrade that stuff. I may go back and because I think One Piece is actually in the castle for that, so I may actually go back and do that. So, you know, there's stuff like that I can do if I don't want to do main story stuff. But this is kind of like where you get into like the proper meat of the story. So it's well worth kind of doing in bigger chunks rather than like splitting it up. You can more or less certainly like for like the earlier parts when you're in a Valen and stuff, you can arguably do that in bits. It's not designed to flow as one thing quite as easily, and that's just because it's a much bigger space that you travel around. Whereas all this stuff, it's all designed to run.
Come on now.
Basically all in the city. Oop. Sorry, fella. You just smacked the crap out of that witch hunter. That would have been bad. Locked? You've got another entrance. I think you have around the front, haven't you?
I'll never come back, you stinking staddies.
Oh yeah, look! We meet Zoltan here for the first time in this game as well. Valentina, as you were asking where you meet these guys.
Shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Gear out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Start the ruckus.
Bucky, come on! Now!
Told you this place was no good. Told you, didn't I?
Oh, it reminds me of a piece of war.
Yeah, it was like we never left Berkeley.
Number 20, any times where you get forced into fisticuffs.
Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote. Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
I am actually going to dump a few things in here. Just because they take up space. I'm keeping hold of the Griffin stuff that I have already. Because you basically use it for when you're upgrading. You need like the original piece. But I've been holding onto it for a while. Because I haven't actually managed to get to a stash in a while. So as such, this is all going to be dumped in there for now. Along with my original Witcher gear. Let's get rid of a few of these lower levels. Hang on. Let me really go organise that. Yeah, just gonna get rid of some of these. These by themselves don't take up too much space, but I don't need to be holding this many of them. Because you only need so many at any one time for when you're when you actually need to upgrade a weapon. You can go in there. Lovely.
Reading someone else's letters.
Let's do this as I need it. Go burning. Is that bleeding? Yes. Lovely. Alright. I can keep hold of the rest for now. Because it's... yeah, I've got enough for... If I end up replacing these both before I can actually get back to my stash, I've got enough of decent quality ones here where I can actually upgrade them both quite comfortably, even if I actually can't get to anywhere where I can remove these upgrades. So I'm just basically covering that off. So yeah. I might as well dump these in there because they don't actually sell for anything. It just saves me the hassle of going to sell them somewhere. Look at that, all nice and neat. These don't take up much in the way of space either, so I don't mind keeping hold of these. Again, I'm not specifically going to be doing upgrades anytime soon. Oh yeah, next level I can start putting some stuff into here. This'll actually be for these for getting general upgrades. Basically the way I do this, I explained it the other night, but I'll basically use one block for general. So I'll pick a few of my favourites on here. Some of them are like just ridiculously useful, like where you can get just better vitality just off one. Some of them give you like better attack stuff as well on top. That for that purpose, when you get some of these things, I generally take this off. Having the upgrades to bombs and things like this, like potion duration, poisoning bonuses and stuff. This stuff is really nice low level, but it's not as good at higher level. Also, look at all of these. I need to actually start breaking some of these down. I've got so many. Again, these don't take up space, but it's just piles and piles and piles. Ooh, I've just spotted that. Go over here. Oh yes. Whoop. So yeah, I need a load more before I can upgrade that. So, oops. I've already got a greater blue one on here. I need to eventually get a greater red, but they're as rare as bloody sin. So you always get a lot of like the 3 and 5% ones. Anything higher is a little bit harder to get hold of. But yeah, my sign intensity stuff is ridiculous. It's like even if someone's like a relatively closer level to me, I can do like so much more damage with my various signs because of it.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honours, and the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and another time.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Leia!
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. So, che?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because?
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right, yeah. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
You've got to give it to a man who puts ladies down in verse. Alright. There's a handy time to level up. Let's do this. Would help if I remember which ones of these. So yeah, this is actually the vitality one I'm talking about. Just that one thing by itself, I basically used to replace this out. You do lose a bit because these do have a use, but honestly, for later level stuff, I prefer to basically run one general set on here, one lot of signs, and then 2 different attack groups. And yeah, by the time you get to the end of the game, you'll have loads of it, so it's fine. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. If I can remember. Oh yeah, the indefinite power use. That's ridiculous. If you tend to find yourself only using one sign and nothing else, it's very useful. Again, useful when you're traveling, not so much for endgame now. There's one of these that's... Which one are you? Choices for armor levels. I tend to use light attacks, so I will go for a bit more mobility. So what I'll end up doing is, I say I could do Griffin or Bear, but Cat tends to be the more useful stuff for your own character's mobility anyway. Not by much. It's one of those where it's like you don't get as much armor, but you're a lot faster to kind of counteract it. And I very rarely use heavier attacks.
Black ones, Redanians, long as they pay and don't hit.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Oh! Oh, we sliced and diced him.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with
What the hell's
a vase
happened to our arms?
Well,
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here.
What's going
Know where
on
he
there?
is.
probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely.
God.
Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore, doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help. Listen.
Go and
when
fix
I
your
find
arms, love.
Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
You could make yourself useful.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened?
This is a
Perhaps
great
your trousers
business.
down your socks?
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
This is a beautiful transformation.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I
Oh
know
man.
this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
We'll see him again later on in the story. Such a good character.
Hey-ya!
Doesn't want to get up the stairs. That's a bit of a letdown.
Stop staring at the kids, you're scaring me.
Excuse me.
There are mouse droppings in this bread. Droppings? Those are real. Save me. I'm dying.
We might have a fight here. There's usually a group of thugs around here somewhere. They spawn in at random times in the city, so you do have to deal with them. Well, you don't have to deal with them, you can of course just ride on, but, you know, any excuse to beat the crap out of someone. Always entertaining in this game.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside, class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after you.
I'll wait, it's like 8 in the morning. Ay. Yoink. They'll be done by 5, surely.
Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat catcher will get well. Like as not. How do you know? Mum says that.
We'll wait for the kids to leave.
This one's got a fever.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
We had to wait for that.
Stop it!
Apparently I can get on my horse.
Girls, become with Joe. Where are you?
There we go. Alright. Bum. Oh, going down the side alley. Could possibly go wrong.
Not so fast, Roach.
I thought it was closer up the top of the stairs than that. Oh, look. Before we do this, it's just appeared on my map. Oh, blooming marvellous. Barber. Just what we wanted.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Razors, scissors, knives, ground to sharpness mere moments ago.
Need a trim. Think you can manage?
How short should we do it? He looks wrong with the short hair. I guess with the main quest is a lot of talking about various people's psycho stories where Witcher is great. Without giving you too much spoilers, no, it's not the main quest. I'll go as far as saying the main quest is basically based around Ciri and Geralt, but that's about as far as I'll go. Just to save you on spoilers. But this part of it is nowhere near the end of the story. Actually, his hair looks awful like that. Let's shave his head and give him the little ponytail thing. This looks something else. But yeah, all the side quests and stuff are where you get like more variety. So that's basically where you get all the things like the actual like Witcher contracts, where you have to go and kill various beasts, and you've also got just like different various other bits and pieces, like the gear collection stuff where you have to go out and explore the world. You've got like things like the monster dungeons and stuff like that you've got to find and then deal with and stuff as well. So that's kind of where it's like you do like the more nitty gritty part of the Witcher stuff. Geralt actually looking presentable. He looks so different when he doesn't have the big bushy beard. So yeah, this is the one thing I like just talk about, like, little attention to details. So his beard will grow back over time. We've only got about an hour or so this evening, so it probably won't grow back that fast. But it will grow back. It'll probably take a little while longer to grow back completely, but we'll see a bit of it.
This Baronet's La Valettes villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette. An Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
And that's the interesting thing with the story in the game as well. It's... with how like all the various pieces kind of flow together, nothing kind of feels out of place. Like with the stuff I was showing like last night, it's not as if you're being forced at any point when I was doing that stuff to do the story. And likewise, now that I'm doing the story stuff, there's no particular... there's certainly like no particular need for me, shall I say, to go back and do like the exploration stuff and the Witcher contracts and stuff. You can kind of like mix and match and just do what you want, really.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised it didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the Chestnut or the Bay?
The Chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the Bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvrand's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So,
Which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Heard tales of Zeracanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Goddamn General. Alright.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
So yeah, I went with this one primarily because they said it had a better stamina, so I can go full tilt on it before I have to slow down. For example, I can wait for these two to catch up, get a little bit of stamina back, and then go again.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse.
Deliberately just playing it slow, like just blocking the road with it. That's slightly cheating because it's taking advantage of how the game handles the AI for the horses. But hey ho. I really want to win because I like the saddle.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now,
I actually don't think that's better than the one I have.
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Nothing hurts as much as...
Let's have a look. Yeah, the mastercrafted one that I got as a random piece of loot is just a little bit better than it. Not by much, but a little. It'll be something that I can handily sell. Mainly as these do actually take up storage space. Just because of the size of the saddles that I don't need to do. So I can actually get a little bit more storage space out of it by just selling those two when I get back.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
She really wants to see the drawings. What do you know?
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Still a snotty general. Ooh, fog over the town.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Alright, last one. Down the hill, not worth me grabbing my horse.
I traced the pansy all the way to the garden.
What, did you catch him?
No luck. Driving in slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back. What do you want?
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
This is a cool bit. We get to go hopping around the back.
Behave, Witcher. They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
My servant caught some rag picker rifling through our rubbish. Can you believe it?
Rabble from Valens come pouring into the city. That is the inevitable result.
Why does the temple guard do nothing about it? They should toss them out.
Oh! That's unfortunate. I didn't actually want to just randomly roll off the edge there. Thank you, game. I didn't even move then. God damn it. Deary me. Deary, deary, deary me. Yeah, I was hoping to save myself a bit of time. Because it's, it's only here. It's fine. You're not gonna let me? There we go. You meant to run around there, but screw it.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
No, actually came to say goodbye. I'll get back on my own somehow.
As you will. In any case, I thank you for a pleasant afternoon.
No, thank you. Till next time.
I'm sure there was a quick travel point right here. If there wasn't, I wouldn't have actually done that option. I'm sure they had one.
Youth these days, they're brained all of them. Nothing hurts as much as youth these days.
Maybe not then. Ah well. Good lord. Always adding in extra time.
As much as life.
Bro just got caught in the side there.
Youth these days,
Alright.
they're brained.
Faster.
Yeah, good thing with Roach being fast. I can at least get to the quick travel point nice and quick. That was a bit annoying. Alright.
Move on. Move on.
What's the rush?
I traced the planes all the way
And false move.
Did you catch him?
No. What do you want?
I'll actually save it this time just in case. Actually, I can't remember if the new cook thing actually lets you in or not.
I'm the new cook.
And them pointy things sticking out behind you, they your cleavers?
Away with you, vagrant.
A deserter from the Squire 10.
Alright.
Hey there, handsome.
Game! Every time. Right. I don't trust this because it's making me slide a lot. Just because I'm on the edges here. I have zero trust in the game right now, not to send me flying to my death again. Ooh. We'll have a bit of that. I think it's a bit further around here. No one. Sure, there's a bit you jump up. Bum, 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 bum. Aha!
Interesting.
Ah. He be dead on the cliff. So yeah, I tried to do the shortcut way, which is, see that bit that I'm looking at just down below there, that lower area? You can get up onto this little green ledge and drop down, and you can save yourself basically coming all the way around this way. But instead it just sent me sliding to my death. I decided to come the slightly safer way. the
You fancy men like me?
how
Whole
not
town's
to,
going on about it. So no point
you know,
playing
not
hard to
die
get,
sort of idea.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But miss, he just claimed to be the cook. He's a cheat, he is.
See, Frederick, did I not warn you not to jest with the guards? They haven't any sense of humor whatever. Now take Master de Bergerac to the training room, quickly.
As you say, miss. I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. And take care not to hurt the little miss. Or you'll learn it. Follow me.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Very nice, Geralt. Very nice.
Giving me no choice. Damn it.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
What's so exciting about it?
Living on the edge. Tracking, then facing down beasts. Sleeping under the stars. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your neck in sewage. Nothing quite like it.
Not one of the high points,
Oh,
I suppose.
Geralt.
Wait, weren't you about to ask me something?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Ratted! You're quick!
Stop flaunting. Fight! Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business dealings in Novigrad. He's a member of the Trade Corporation. Takes us along everywhere he goes, and must then find us new tutors in each spot. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion, Rosa's betrothed. Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Geralt's the player! Hey, level up! Ba-da-da-da. Alright. So I don't need anything on here for a while. Let's think. I don't use Quen too much. Could do with just getting the last bit on Igni though. That'll do. That'll do quite nicely. So yeah, this this side quest. Hang on. Oops. I actually. This is one of those of as I'm here. Oh, I think I actually have to leave the residence, don't I? Whoop! Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Piss off! None of your kind will get in here on my watch.
What's he doing here?
Guess it hasn't actually tracked it properly. Oh well. Let me do it as I'm outside the premises. Hopefully, it should. Do 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 do.
His sin shall be forgiven.
There we go. Better.
Greetings! You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
Slow
The noise of the thunder coming in with the weather here. No. I have a feeling it's going to ask me to go down. Oh, no, I don't think it's asking me to go down the steeper steps. I think we're okay. Yep, we should be good to get all the way there. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Hey, look! There's these fellas. Oh! Oh dear! Oh my! Oh! Oh look, his head's still rolling about. Oof. Poor fella. So yeah, that's kind of like the stuff like what I'm talking about, where like you'll get random little groups like this that'll spawn on you. You don't have to do anything about them. They'll just basically sit there and wait until they can grab you. But I do tend to stop and kill them as I see them. It just saves hassle later on.
Didn't look like rain.
My, what a freak.
Move on. Stand and fight.
Take it easy. You again? Want some more? Bruises on your ass heel already?
On God, I say! Victory will be mine this time. I've practiced with shield and sword. Many a headless scarecrow round here. Heed my warning and stand and fight!
Duly heeded. Now show me what you got.
No, I yield.
That enough?
Yes.
Such a quick counter.
Next time.
Go back to Mate Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
We shall meet again.
He never learns. That was literally a one-hit wonder. Just one counter to get rid of his shield, and then a single swing of my blade. Poor fella.
Yeah, right.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Bar Atra said that...
And this excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, left, right. Finally. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
You're using me. Don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
Yeah, man, they've put so much thought into the weather and stuff, like all like the flags and stuff properly moving and things in the wind. You can, like what you pointed out, like all the trees moving and stuff. Even your clothing. The clothing itself actually gets wet. So you know, there's loads of like just great details like that.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
Listen, I'd really rather not hurt you.
Stop patronizing me, or you'll be the one to get hurt. Now on guard. Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
You alright?
Yes. The only thing
Sliced
really
and diced.
hurt is my pride.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
All right, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her. Can't be far. Seven Cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
I love that. The little finger movement he does.
I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kobe. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
Lesson's over. Remember what you've learned today. Looks like you'll be using that sword often.
It's beyond me, Geralt. I don't understand you. Why concern yourself with the fate of two drunkards? The world would be a better place without...
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Deary me. There's always a bored lady somewhere. Alright. Now, with that being that far away, I should quick travel. Yeah, save a bit of time just hopping over. Lovely. So yeah, I've still got a little while. I'm only going to be streaming for like another 10 minutes or so. But we should be able to get to the next part of the story, I think. Could be wrong. Off to now. We'll give it a go though.
What's that? Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I've not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pick-up lines. Dubious worth.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it!
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
So yeah, there's stuff like this. So like, this is like the clothing as it's dry. Getting a nice reflection off the lights as well, with the brass plate on the front of this. So yeah, as soon as I hop back out into the rain, you can actually see it's starting to darken in colour and, you know, get a little bit more of a sheen to it. So, you know, they've put like a lot of thought into like stuff like that with the weather and things. You know, like in a lot of games you just have, you know, rain isn't at you of an idea, let's be fair. But, you know, they actually put the effort into making it have an impact on like the clothing and stuff.
Right now.
So the word scum
Yeah, I probably have just about enough time to do this little bit, but not much after it really. Probably be a case of showing the cutscene.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse lists. Should start soon.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent,
yeah, man, it's good, yeah.
tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Like I was saying, it's the little details.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A
murderer?
There's
Dun,
a
dun, dun.
war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's ass.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this?
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? You have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Alright.
Bugger all to do here.
It's a convenient time to stop, I feel.
Poppy to feed.
Just letting the cutscenes and stuff play out there, just because, like what you just put on the chat when it started there, it's a really good cutscene. So I really wanted to let it play through. And basically, talking to Priscilla here kind of sets up then the next chunk of story stuff that you do in the city. But that'll be for another time. because it has now gone 11 o'clock. Let's just make sure these are all saved properly. I don't really need to save it twice. It's just a me being particular, really. Is that gone? Lovely. So yeah, that's all from me for the evening. I will be back tomorrow for yet more. There's a lot of this story I can get through, so I'll be generally working my way through it in the evenings. But yeah, I say, that's all from me for now, so thank you very much for watching. So yeah, very similar to what I do with this, I'll basically announce the stream stuff in advance, mainly because I can schedule them as an event. So as long as you are actually subscribed to me on here, you'll see it come up in the general activity feed that there's going to be a stream, and it'll like tell you like how long until the next stream is and stuff like that. So you can always keep tabs on when it's all happening. Generally speaking, you can watch the streams back as soon as I finish them. That being said, they can sometimes take a little bit of time to actually load through. For example, the stream from yesterday is actually still being processed by YouTube. So it's like you can see them, but the quality will be here, there and everywhere. But, you know, if you want to kind of catch up on stuff, they are there for you pretty much as soon as I finish streaming, to be honest. So yeah, if you want to watch back anything, you can always do that. But yeah, that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.